Welcome back, everybody. I should have started after eating, but whatever. Alright. Here we go. I see the exit already, so... Not much I can do about that. Not going in there. Wait. Alright. Oh.
I'll see you in hell.
Enemies are mostly the same. No, 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 no. Don't come after me. I had nothing to do with you. This may be a dead end. Nope, there's still a little more here. Just know we're gonna see those spew men again. They were the real fucking assholes. I thought that was a lightsaber. It was like glowing. Well, if we take too long on this floor, it'll be okay, because there are plenty of ways to avoid the purifier. Large rooms. Oh. That's, Also, he may have some other targets. Go fight each other! Oh boy. Jeez. I'm getting the fuck out of here. To the elevator! Alright. I'm gonna have to eat up. Because that went badly. I like how there's these random tidbits of completely unimportant information. We'll never go to Vegas. Oh, darn it, already another room with enemies in it. Let's sneak. Doesn't look like there's enemies. No, there's an enemy. Oh. Let them duke it out in there. Whew. That would have been pretty bad if I did not see that. I always search in vain, hoping that that will be the locker that has the metastem. It never is. Getting my health back up. Anyone home? Hey kids, we're home early. Keep eating the rest of the junk food. Here we go. This is an enemy room for sure.
Welcome to the own zone.
stick. Huh. Shit. Anyone else? Last of the junk food. Room's got a lot of nothing in it.
Threat neutralized. Oz on target.
Come on. Who else is in here? Anyone? Thank you. Yes, done with this floor. I will send some of my power pack ammo back. Because that's pretty rare ammo. Oh! There's already buckshot in there. Okay. I will take some rifle ammo. Alright. Oh, give myself a little time to heal up. Once I hear that purifier music, though, I'm out of here. Okay. Now, the last two coolers, there's not... We've talked our way out of the boss. I don't know what's gonna happen here, because this is technically like where we're supposed to, like, this is, if we fight a boss here it'll be weird, because the head skeleton is the one who has been tracking us this whole time, unless we're gonna, like, disagree with their motivation right at the end or something. Oh, there's someone back there. Well, I don't think I have to worry about the purifier. I'll heal one more time. Although, I mean, again, I don't know if this is even gonna be a boss battle. There may not be. Okay. Let's say hello.
Waster. So glad you could make it. Isn't it wonderful? Waster, blasting Waster. It's survival of the fittest kicked into ultramatic hyperdrive. Mankind screaming towards something greater. with countless permutations of the Uberbench facing off in a thunderdome of superhuman progress.
Okay.
Whose is the new world order? And once the... So, where... Ah, yes! How could I have missed such an obvious detail? Alistair did so much enjoy visiting his retreat up in Berkeley. Yes, I knew him. Some might say we were friends.
Oh, it's him.
Call us rivals. How furious.
The guy from the other
Learn
company.
his cool air evacuation colonies would be saving the life of the man who single-handedly ruined him. After all, the Cool Air project was devised. Yes, the inventor of the Concorde PC, Innovatrix Business Solutions, was set to change the world. To sympathy, Alistair's final contribution. It's no wonder the Cool Air... Yes, why indeed would an archaic system running on prehistoric tech, devised by a half-wit fossil, fail to perform its duty? Every single cooler a different defect. Electronic failures, faulty seals, coolant leaks. In the case of cooler CA5, the very one in which we stand, the cooler mates and I had the pleasure of dealing with a faulty cryogenics system. You see, the moment we detected the enemy's nuclear strikes, the members of the Cool Air program sealed themselves in their respective coolers, expecting a relaxing ice nap until... not us. When CA5's cryogenic systems failed, what was supposed to be a quiet, decade-long slumber had become years of agonizing isolation and deprivation. Oh, we weren't stupid. We tried rationing. We tried cutting as many corners as our bodies could withstand. As clean water began running out, we were forced to drink the radioactive sludge that was slowly accumulating in the cooler's sewage pipes. Then, of course, went the food. But it was the sludge that did it. The booze that changed me, granted me the mutational advantages I needed when the day finally came that the cooler doors reopened for the first time in years. I stood there, all alone, the last man standing. Because he had something to prove, Wasted. The Mulligan was Alistair's one shot at redemption. His one shot at showing the American public that he was not just a relic of the Cold War. You strip a man of his accolades, his money, his pride, and force him to claw his way out of the depths of his own depravity. And it's astounding what he can accomplish.
You know, this plot isn't any more convoluted than actual Fallout, so... I'd say it's on par with Fallout.
No, Waster. This is the New World Order. This is why we must defeat the SOB. We must leave behind those too stubborn to adapt to the new normal. The Mulligan will let us start anew.
Well, and down he goes.
Step away from the escape pod, Waster. And perhaps you will see to reason.
Quickly, Waster. Take this secure disk. It's been hacked to grant administrative privileges to all cooler systems. Activate the Serpent Protocol. It's the only way we'll escape here alive.
No, Waster. What are you doing?
Dude, he was gonna kill us. So I agree. I'm just working on the, logic of the game.
Waster.
Who am I to judge the logic of this? So we still have to deal with what's in CA0. So maybe there will be a final boss. Slam. Plonk. Actually, let's go home first. I want to deposit my money in the bank. and possibly go to that mall and get some Metastims. I'll deposit. Oh. Alright, I'll have 1,001. Nope, this is all good. Is this done yet? I'm gonna use it on the Master Blaster. Don't want to lose it. I mean, I didn't use it before that in that cooler, but just trust me.
Gnarly weather we're having.
Like,
That's fine.
like, catch a...
I thought she was part of the bees, but I guess she wasn't.
We've got Barstown Best on tap.
Oh,
Alright.
you can't. Joyce,
I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Let's see what's in that cooler. Let's see what awaits us. I mean, there's not gonna be enemies. So we're just going to floor 7, I guess. This place is very well kept, I have to say. But nothing in there. Whoops. Dummy. So everything's online. Alright. So the workbench. Not that I would use it. Alright.
Greetings, Administrator. I am the Cool Air Speakeasy personal assistant. Dangerous levels of surface-level nuclear radiation have been detected. Beginning the cryogenics process. Please step into the Cool Air cryogenic pod for best results. Serious bodily injury and/or death may occur if proper procedures are not followed.
So the story goes that the waster came, they saw, they had too much to drink, and then disappeared forever, which is totally normal as far as wasters go. Totally forgettable. Seriously, who cares? But their house became something of a wasteland legend, a kernel in the turd, a total jewel of the West. Like, even long after the waster went missing, people kept stumbling upon this safe haven, this fortified mega hut filled with a bunch of totally tubular trash from the old world. One such piece of technology was a weird science thing that waster had kept displayed proudly in their living room.
Which I never
As the
even
years
used.
went by, the wasters began experimenting with it, starting with pills that could help you poop, to pills that could help you stop pooping if the other pills were too effective, and then, like, eventually curing cancer and rad diarrhea and the other serious illnesses that had afflicted the waste. Once the new skeleton army caught whiff of the science that was being done, it sent its smartest drunkards to experiment with booze, coming up with more and more potent formulas. It wasn't long until the home became an intellectual hotspot in the Western Waste. And slowly but surely, the wasters found themselves heading towards a healthier future.
Nice.
Tucked away in a ramshackle garage behind the house, the waster had set up a workshop filled with piles of trash and robo-guys. Though the compandroids the waster had been so fond of were programmed to kill, it was not long until the wasters were able to modify the robots, teaching them to not kill and then to help. From these tinkerings came a new era of technological revolution, and a strange feeling came over the wasters that maybe the strongest muscle in their body was much, much higher than they had originally thought. Wait, the brain is a muscle, right? The house had gone from a small hut to a small community of wasters to a bustling hub of culture and civilization.
But they still called it the house.
All the while, the wasters stuck tiny, annoying pictures on the walls to chronicle its evolution. Historians would later look back on these photos and think, how annoying. It was no surprise that the house would become the birthplace of a new nation.
House America.
After all, the word important was stamped all over it.
Important America.
As for the bees, after a successful recruitment drive at the Oni, the bees were able to pass their knowledge of the waste to a new generation. As their numbers grew higher, they began reaching further and further out into the wastelands, finally making contact with the house. The wasters of the house welcomed them with open arms, and in return, the bees shared with them their vast knowledge of the Western waste.
There's some trash over there. Ah, I see.
Master Y continued to rule over Junktown with an iron fist. When word of the house had come to the Oni, Sang Sun immediately reported her findings to Master Y, who sent a small envoy to make a deal with them. In time, the Junk Dogs began supplying the house with old world tech, while the house provided the Junk Dogs with protection and a place in this new world. All the while, it's said that the head Skelly continued to operate from behind the shadows. Though nobody has seen him since the SOB raid years ago, there are those who attribute every political shift in the Western Waste to his devious puppet mastering.
I guess.
Oh yeah, somebody named Pinky said Mexico's not doing so great. Whatever.
Rip Mexico.
Anyways, in some stupid way, perhaps it was this waster's decision that had led the Western Waste down this wobbly, drunken path. Hard to believe that from the depths of a grody wooden shack sprang forth
nice.
the foundations of a new world. One almost exactly like the one before the old New World, with things like laws, order, politics, the nuclear arms race, the Cold War, the SALT talks. You know, exactly the same as the moment right before the bombs fell the first time. Well, I mean, besides the obsession with cardboard discs and unusually loose pants. Like, oh well, who cares? I'm not worried. After all, my name's Vulture Val, and I own the biggest mall in New Oni. Come visit when you have a chance. You won't what is that?
Whoops. Time is a flat circle. One might say that war never is altered. Oh, Duncan Roberts. Huh. And Everdread, look at that. Well, that is, Wasted. I hope you enjoyed it. I didn't think I'd beat it this quickly, but once I adopted the stealth, it just kinda worked out. Grab a snack and we'll be back with another game, and I think we'll be getting back to, Stardew Valley summertime in this time slot, on the next day, so... Thanks for watching!